Hello Scouts, to a nice Third Age Reforged 5v3 Siege Battle replay today at Tol Falas. This is Micka from ScoutsOfEntertainment here, glad to have you here with me here today. Now if you guys want to see your own Total War replay featured here on this channel, you can send them to my email at ScoutsOfEntertainment@gmail.com. You can also post them to me directly on the Discord via my Discord ID direct message, or you can join my Discord server Scouts Reconnaissance, where you can post your battle replays into the battle replay sub-channel you'll find on the Discord. Or you can tag me in your Third Age Reforged replays that you post on the Third Age Reforged Discord as well. I also have various funding options available, which does really help out and gets me closer to taking this full time, dollar by dollar. Anyway, if you want to help out in other ways with the YouTube algorithm, don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe of course if you haven't already, tick the bell for notifications so you never miss a fight. Make sure you leave a comment below, as I do enjoy reading them. And with that, let's get started today. I am one of 3 defenders commanding an Imladris army. We have here Imladris sentries. I got 2 units of them total. Got some spears written down there, 2 units of course. Brunei River Wards, also 2 units. I think I have 1 unit of spears written down, armored up. Got some Artherdain there, Dunedain, armored up. God Helm 2, armored. We've also got here Imladris Guardians. I think I got 3 units of them total, armored up. I got some Elder Enemy Spearmen, I already said that, 2 units, Elder Enemy Archers and Elder Enemy Swordmasters, I believe I have in this somewhere as well. And 2 units here of Archers of Rhudaur, also armoured. Next we have Umbar, commanded by Son of the Dunedain. We have some Rhudaur Guard here. He's got some Dunedain Shield Guard, some Belaga Pikemen, and some, I think that's Sentries, is that right? No, it's just Shield Guard and Belaga Pikemen at the moment. I thought I saw, no, they're not here. I thought I saw Naru Sentinels. Got some Harbingers of Casimir there. More Belaga Pikemen. There's the Sentinels right there. Got some Belaga Marksmen over here. And I think he's got some more troops up here. But we can't see them just yet. Alright. Alright. Down here we have, I think, 2 units here of Corsair Crossbowmen. Some Casimir's Rangers. I think he's got 2 units of them total. Got some Corsair Blackguards, Corsair Fencers. Yeah, they're heading up there to the mountaintop that we were at just a second ago. And we have our final defender today, Dol Amroth, commanded by MC Runic Warlord. He's got, I think, maybe 5 units here of Artherdain Marksmen. I think he does have it. This one. Got some dismounted knights of the Silver Swan. I think just the 1 unit there. There's only 3 units of Artherdain Marksmen there at the moment. Up here, we have 2 more units here of Artherdain Marksmen, so 3 down there, 2 up there. Where's the rest of his army, I wonder? Down here. We've got here some Edhelm Men at Arms, 2 units. In the city here, we have some more Edhelm Men at Arms, I think 3 units there. Some Edhelm Halberdiers, 2 units. I think he's also got 2 units of Haven Guard from memory. And I don't remember if he has any Belfast Marines. That's what I meant by that. Yeah, that's it there for the defenders. Let's go to the attackers here. So, we've got some Colthar Maidens, which are sort of charging forward to throw their javelins into the backs of my elves. This is not good. Elves hate javelins. And axes above all else. Crossbows are up there, but I think the greatest threat to elves are the javelin and axes, first and foremost. Then crossbows, then archers. I'm not really put artillery there in that rank because artillery is very hit and miss. Whereas axes and javelins are far more accurate, hence why I think they're more deadly and do a lot more damage. So yeah, I'm driving back the Colthar Maidens. I'm leaving my Elder Enemy Spearmen there just to sort of hold the pass and delay the enemy. If they come up at me, at least I can hold them there. And my archers can just pelt them from the sides if they try to move in force. Got some cave trolls here, so we have Orcs in the Misty Mountains coming by Modexa. The Rhudaur was coming by Pajo. Alright, down here we have another unit of cave trolls. We have Khazad-dum coming by a fellow Fear member, Django. Or Django. We have some Warriors of Khazad-dum there. 2 units, make that 3 now total. Guards of Khazad-dum, Mithril Guard. We got here the Iron Watch of Mordor. Got some Sentries of Khazad-dum there. First Season Pikes, 2 more units here of Sentries of Khazad-dum. Hammers are good and bad. 2 units here of Khazad-dum Reclaimers. Their rate of axe fire, I'm going to say, is pretty slow compared to most units. And can be a liability to you in the heat of battle, so make sure if you use them, they're not under too much pressure, they have time to throw their axes, is what I'm getting at with that. Okay, over here we have Mordor, commanded by Titus. We've got some Orc fighter here. This will be 2 units there. Make that 3. Temple Executioners, not armoured up. We got here Micka of Rhudaur, 2 units. I like high. Orc Javelins, Orc Captains. Black Orcs to the mountains, and some white Orc Fearmongers are here. Snagger Skirmishers. We got here Heavy Goblin Infantry. Mixture of Heavy Goblin Infantry and Halberds, it looks like, and crossbows as well. More Goblin Infantry there. And Heavy Goblin Infantry is here. And Heavy Goblin Spears out front. Also some Snow Trolls there as well. We covered that. Okay, making our way further down the valley. We've got some Artherdain pikemen that just appeared. Over here with some Meesmuggel Chosen, Blackwalds, some Dumbin Hunters, Artherdain Berserkers, and Reforged Javelins. Got some Rhudaur Clansmen over here, armoured up. And another unit of Clansmen, unarmoured. Great contrast. We've got here Rhudaur Swordsmen, Blackwalds again. Etamorphs Troll Hunters, I think maybe 2 units total. We've got here Trollshrew Axe Throwers, 2 units there, and some Rhudaur Swords again. Alrighty. I've covered everyone there. Our final attacker today is Artherdain, given by Smity. He's got some Knights of Illuminus generals in that unit. Got some Artherdain pikemen here. Dismounted Foremost Aaron Knights, Wardens of the North. Artherdain men at arms here, armoured up all the way. Looks to be 4 units there. We've got 3 units here. Evidence Spearmen also armoured up. And some Artherdain Marksmen, 2 units there, armoured. And that's it, guys. So, we need to fast forward at all? I do not know. Looks like we'll have to. The attackers are still getting themselves into position. So I will see you soon, everyone. Alright guys, we're back. The qualified maidens here try to charge into my archers of Rivendell. Luckily for me, I only got 3 kills. And I've charged my elderly spearmen into the ladies. Taking down a few of them, breaking them, but at 23 they should reform. That's a pretty healthy number. Now my elderly spearmen here are down to 55. They've taken a few hits already, as you know. Now I'm firing into them. And I probably, in hindsight, should have halted my fire once the Goblin Infantry got into position because, you know, meat shield and all. Once again, the Copper Man's running around my elderly spearmen for a second time, so I didn't learn my lesson. Now I was shooting these guys for a long time. They weren't going down that easily, as you can see. Oh yes, I thought this was another good moment to highlight for all of you guys. This is when I look like a colossal hypocrite. My archers of Rivendell here were left on auto fire. I made the mistake, I left 1 unit here. And they were firing into the Goblin Infantry, Orc fodder, pretty much the same thing. Point is, it was a waste of ammunition on a poor target. And I said I would showcase that, and I did, so there you go. Got to highlight the errors, especially when you commit them yourself. Oh, this makes it look really bad. Because I did it on a live stream already, so people know I did it. If I tried to hide it, it would look even worse, probably. We've got some Heavy Goblin Spears moving up now. This is the first wave. Warriors of Khazad-dum here coming up to bolster the first attack, give it a bit more oomph, I suppose. Or a bit more seriousness. Warriors of Khazad-dum might be a mid-tier unit. Oh yeah, they are a mid-tier unit. Nothing to snuff at. They are dangerous, and if you can take them down easily, you should. As you can see, I've started firing on them. Mainly because it's just a big blob. Warriors here down to 93. It half looked like I was firing the God Helm on these guys, but I don't remember that happening. It really does look like the God Helmet hitting them. Dwarves just don't go flying upwards like that from arrow hits. Here comes the elves. Now I saw a benefit into doing this because the warriors got to doing here were in loose formation, highly spread out, whereas my forces were nicely tightly backed together. And I was able to slam into their front lines. I thought it was the best way to hit the dwarves. Get as many kills as I can before they sort of tighten up their ranks. It looks like they're trying to do that right now. We've got Rhudaur clansmen coming up, and Sun here is firing in now with me. My first unit's already out of ammunition, so I used my ammunition on this unit a little bit too quickly. I think it's fair to say. Yeah, it looks like we actually have a small engagement here on the bridges. Let's just go back here for a sec. Yeah, so we're doing a Beastkeepers run over. I think 2 units of them. And I remember just saying to Runic at the time to fire his their marks into the Dunedain Peacekeepers as they were crossing the bridges because they were nicely tightly packed in a big blob. And you know, it's not about getting so many kills as it is damaging those 2 units at the same time. So his melee units, he can kill them whilst staying minimal casualties themselves. You know? I was surprised Artherdain was doing this, setting up 2 units in isolation, no backup. This drip feeding approach never works in a siege. So I am surprised players still do it, you know? I call this drip feeding because, you know, these units obviously are in isolation, there's no support, there's no reinforcements backing them up at a moment's notice. As you can see, the rest of the Artherdain army is across the second bridge, still on the other side of the valley. But Dunedain Peacekeepers obviously are the better unit, and they've managed to wipe out an entire unit here of Edhelon men-at-arms. And here their marksmen are just pouring it in. I don't know if it's enough though. Okay, they killed the entire unit. Now would be the time to fire into them, largely because the Peacekeepers have their backs to them. Unfortunately, he's not going to fire. He's probably going to wait until these men-at-arms here are mostly dead. Does make sense to a degree, it minimises friendly fire. Well, it sucks if you're an add-on men-at-arms soldier. Let's go and check out on the other side here. As the attack headed up. Warlords of Umbar. Trying to do some cycle charges there, help me out. Snow trolls are a bit of a concern. They've got spears coming back. Rhudaur clansmen armoured up. They largely knocked over their own troops there, which I'm fine with, by the way. Now this was interesting too. During the live stream, someone made the comment that the snow trolls here, they're getting remodeled for the 0.98 patch, I believe. They're going to ditch the small shields. I think maybe it was Builder that was saying they didn't like the shields, and yeah, to a degree I understand why. Then tiny shields, big body. Good luck trying to block any arrows coming at you. Then again, most trolls are too dumb enough to know that they've been actually hit by an arrow, so maybe that's why shields weren't a big concern to them. At first, I thought this unit of Elderly Spearmen wasn't going to do too well given the javelin fire they sustained earlier on, but as you can see, they're lasting a long time. I'm really getting my use out of them after all, which is good. Taking down snow trolls, which is interesting. They've been fighting for a little while. Armoring up Archers of Rhudaur is probably a good idea. It turns them into a decent melee unit after they've used all their ammunition. They'll be cut down so easily in melee combat. As you can see here, this group of Snow Trolls, Clansmen and Goblin Spears are on the way out. My troops might actually survive this. They won't survive the next wave though. This is their last hurrah. I think most of the Snow Trolls are dead. There's only one left alive, I think. And there you go, Psychic Snail. I'm trying to keep those little cuts and shots you were talking about. Okay, reinforcements coming in here for the Rhudaur Clansmen. And who else we have here? Another unit of Warriors Khazad-dum. Partly packed this time, so he's learned his lesson from the last time. We don't have any more troops that come down the ramp. Might have been an idea to fire a couple of volleys of the Caspian Rangers into these guys. Warriors coming after the marksman. Now this move did surprise me a little bit at first when I saw him giving up the ramp. I thought he was actually going to retreat there for a second. I'll explain why in a minute. Now this is sort of suicide for Pajo. Setting up one unit should allow Sud to easily deal with this. I mean, the unit of Shield Guard and Balaga Pikemen are potent mix. Certainly one that the Clansmen can't even hope to stand up against alone. Oh, there's our last Snow Troll. Can you see that? 10% and 13. It's magpies sitting outside. I don't know if any of you are familiar with magpies. They're that bird that sounds good when they're singing, but in September they swoop down and can strike your head and make you bleed. There's also these crazy magpies, these kamikaze magpies. They're rare, but they're the ones that slam into you like they're missiles. They won't stop. Beaks have been launched into helmets. They've actually punctured solid plastic helmets that the motorbike riders wear in the past, the posters. It's insane. Got swooped once before, I've been traumatized by it ever since. Okay, Clansmen down to 94. Modexa standing by. So this unit maybe broke before and came back. Armor sentries are on the line, just helping out. There's so many pikes. Gallagher pikemen, ladder sentries, and a doing the shield guard. I just thought nothing's getting through this in a hurry. Those guys there, they're broken. Dol Amroth troops. Yeah, as you can see here, we've got Titus sending over some Orc javelins off on the bridges. he deliberately sent his Orc fighter there to try and protect them. I'm trying to take out his javelins. They're too great a threat to my elven forces to just be left alone. I hate having to fire into Orc fighter, but I want to try and kill these damn javelins. Now charging up my Labyrinth's Guardian specifically to try and kill those Orc fighter. So next time he sends these javelins, I can hit them more freely and not waste any on some remnant Orc fodder. So I wanted to try and break these guys if I could. Now he's got Nazgul over here, and hammers are good to bad. I thought the opportunity was too good to pass up to try and hit some sentries and hammers at the same time, and javelins. I didn't know about the Nazgul, to be fair. They're very hard to miss. Sorry, I said that completely wrong. They're very hard to see. Artherdain seems to have, halted his attack. He's moving down slowly. He's almost there. Almost at the halfway point. Now, I saw this just in time. My Mara sentries broke formation, and we're actually charging into the enemy. As you can see, getting my troops out of there. I'm trying to reform. Cassie's Rangers here loading up. Yeah, okay, I see their fires coming in over here. Yeah, Snagger skirmishers here, they're a problem. Okay, who are we going on Titus' side? I have to get in closer. We've got here Melkor's chosen. My Maris Guardians are blocking the bridge. I'm trying to kill this unit of Orc fodder. Orc fodder here, as you can see, down to 154. It's taking some time to kill him. Yeah, I think I sent them up at the time to sort of prevent the Melkor's chosen from getting across the bridge, and charging to the Orc fodder was just a bonus, get some kills. Trying to keep the Melkor's chosen out. The more and more troops being sent over. Some Trollshoe Axos I see there in the background coming up. His biggest concern would be the Caspian's Rangers from Sun, obviously. So spears here running off. Oh no, didn't break. Halberds here down to 95 as well. Alright, now this is why I thought Sun might be retreating, but then I realised he wasn't, because he was trying to bring the enemy closer to this point so he could shoot his Corsair crossbowmen into them. That was his plan all along. He's brought up his Harbingers of Casimir very, very early. I did not realise that at the time. Surprised he sent them in the battle so soon. He committed them probably because he didn't see any danger to them. They were outflanking the enemy, they weren't really taking them head on, taking a lot of damage themselves. The Snaga here could get some good shots on them, potentially. Don't know if they'll turn them around and fire. No, he will. Warlords here, I think, coming after him. They're trying to break through on that side. Yeah, see, this is a really good fire here from Modexa. He's got a great angle on Sun's elite tier unit. Okay, Warlords have broken through. Tosha Axo is there, down to 34. 27. We got guards of Khazad-dum coming up. And 2 units of sentries. Another unit of warriors as well. What's going on over here? Anything yet? Let's do the bridge fight. All javelins over here. I think maybe I'm firing on them. Yeah, I'm firing on them. Just trying to push them back. They're reaching the Orc fodder. Alright, let's go and check on Runic's battle. Alright, Artherdain has stepped it up here. There's just a bunch of Artherdain arms here. Got some foremost air knights here coming in now. Got another unit of halberdiers moving up, and some Belfast Marines are at the ready. Now you don't see Artherdain getting through this. Not with the troops he has. This is where the Artherdain pikemen will come into play for sure. Got Artherdain's ranks thinning relatively quickly, actually. Got Evans been 2 there on the right flank. I think Artherdain's trying to fire in, but his troops are too close to his enemy. They could target the Belfast Marines if they really wanted to. So Ranks really move these guys away or fire. He's got 2 units of them here, I believe. The unit of Haven Guard being committed. I'm surprised he's committing Haven Guard. His forces here are looking pretty solid. I wonder, I'll go up here for a second. Here at their marksman, he's got all 5 units up here, in fact. These guys here down to 44 and 108. He's been firing into them, obviously. He doesn't see fit to fire into them anymore. Now, in hindsight, we probably should have called for reinforcements from Dol Amroth. Largely because he wasn't really too busy over here. But we had things well in hand. As you can see here, Mordor made a push on this side. I'm trying to contain him. We've got Maris Guardians here on the right. We've got sentries, Spears of Elenna. And I think that's the same unit of Maris Guardians. Mere Small Chosen's here. I've moved up some of our sentries from 2nd unit. Mere Small Chosen and Olakhaya over here. My Eldari archers are firing on the Mere Small Chosen. Also trying to get some hits on the Olakhaya. Moving in my Brunei and Rewards. 2 units of them. Now I peeled off one unit to face the mere small chosen. The other unit I peeled off to try and take on the Olokai and save my elderly archers over here. These are temple executions coming over. We've got another unit, Blackguard of Barad-dûr, what's left of it, 58. I was a little bit afraid for my forces here. They are being outflanked and surrounded. Olokai here down to 9. Runic has sent over some reinforcements to help me out. Now Bruno Riverwards here have really struggled, as you can see. Captains are also, your captains have engaged my your second unit of Bruno Riverwards over there. Caspian's Rangers, I don't know who they're targeting. Let's have a look. I think they're targeting the Snugger skirmishers. Yeah, they are. But Artherdain Pikemen, it's probably a better blob of troops to really target with the Caspian's Rangers over there. But that's what the Corsair crossbows are doing. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, they're out of ammunition. That sucks. Okay, Sun has used both his Caspian Ranger units now. We're almost through on this side. Of course, the crossbows over here, firing into the enemy's flank. How's he doing on this side? It is 41 to 63. Let's go back down here. My spears are now over here. My mass sentries, they're surrounded obviously. Which really sucks. I've got some what's left of my elderly archers and firing into the backs here of the Orc captains and temple executioners. Sending over more forces this way. We've got men at arms. We got some. What's that crossbows here? Still with ammunition. Got my God Helm here firing it as well. Okay, Mordor's general is down, which is good. Elderly Sword Masters, what's left of them? 21. More Nazgul. Trying to go after the Orc captains. Oh yeah, we had Doom Shadowbows also firing at us. I think that's where I targeted my God Helm next. Temple Guard coming over. I'll look high down to 3 there. Is this fight almost over? We've got some Artherdain pikemen here. I'm surprised Smity didn't commit them earlier. He launched his major assault over here, which Runic has pretty much beaten back and obliterated. Gonna Troll Slayers here down to 13. Also had a bit of a skirmish. Got their axes out. Seem to have stabilized this fight over here. Oh my god, how I'm targeting the flank of the Invincible Chosen and Temple Executioners and Temple Guard. It seemed like an irresistible target. All the arms from Titus, firing into the flank of my troops, which was annoying. I'm slowly being overwhelmed. Okay, I wanted to kill those Doom Shadow Bows. I was that determined. How's it going up here? Sun is being pushed back. I suppose could be out of ammunition. These Cassius Rangers here being flanked by 2 units of Hammers of Gundabad. Armors is down to 9. We've also got heavy golden crossbows here. Thankfully we've still got some crossbow fire happening, which is good to see. Cassius Rangers though, they're not going to last very long at all. We've been driven off the hill. I think that's it for us up here. Pajo charged down. Edhelm men at arms, they're probably going to be broken soon. I don't see him winning that fight. I'm sending down my great Artherdain and Mordor, or Mordor. Got that, Mordor. These guys here, got their backs to them. Alright folks, our enemy's on the move. I'm reluctant to retreat. Still want to fight. Still going after Runic's Haven Guard. Well, if I combine my forces with his, we should be able to beat these forces here in the area. Yeah, Pajo here is getting some great fire on my men, these Trollshire axe throwers. There's the hammers. I wasn't sure this was the best idea. But heavy on the crossbows here targeting my Mordor. At this point I decided to pull out. In hindsight, Sun was probably right. I shouldn't have charged him. I got too cocky. Because he was telling me to pull out at this point. We got here 74 to 79. Now Artherdain's at 52. And here I am trying to run my forces, and Smity actually admitted defeat there. Now this is purely accident, but he is slowing down my troops, allowing the hammers of Rhudaur to catch up to me. And that was annoying. The general survived for Artherdain too, by the way. Now, Smity, I think, admitted defeat too early. I don't know if he had to go or not, because he had a full unit here of Wardens to the north. I don't know if they used any ammunition either, so yeah, I'm not sure why he had to leave on that one. Because his army certainly wasn't finished, after all. Alright guys, Modexa has sent up some heavily depleted units of Black Orcs and Snaga skirmishers here. She's getting some pretty good fire here into tier their marksmen. You gotta hurry up and charge into them. Oh, okay. Alright guys, we're back at this point. I had to just come back to this point because I thought it was important to show you. We actually wondered the whole time, where are the Iron Watch and Mirrormere? Where are the Iron Watch? And I saw them just as they started firing. I was yelling at my teammates, get your troops off the hill! So, this is when I actually said it, after the first volley, and I realised what was going on. You can see runes running. I'm getting my Norrentina warriors off the hill. They've still got some ammunition. Those are casualties we can't really afford to sustain. And you see Django's getting his Iron Watch out of there. Now, at this point, Rune and I decide we're going to get off the hill here because we think it's too dangerous with the Iron Watch and other skirmish troops we know the enemy still has. So he turns, actually withdrawing his course of blackguards here. As you can see, we're heading down. I'm actually surprised Modexa managed to get these troops to come back. Like, they broke before, and I'm surprised they actually reformed, given that they're almost depleted. But yeah, they're back. And you can see here, the rest of the armies are starting to come down the streets to our final position over here. But Artherdain charging into the Trollstro axe throwers. They can manage to get a volley off anyway. Cave Trolls here, coming in. 76 to 81. We've got 4 Nazgul from Titus still alive. See that marksman, I think, trying to outflank our enemy. Yep. Now, he's still got a little bit of ammunition left, and the theory behind mounting a defense here is that he can put his Tier marksman down here so they can fire straight in the streets, because the tightly packed streets here, or narrow streets, prevent them from really spreading out their forces too much, making it easier to get hits. Los Trantos really throwing into the Tier marks and really nailing them. Got my God Helm, my God Artherdain, and my God Mordor all here now. This is all I got left. Those Nazgul are really hard to see. I don't think I actually ever saw them the whole time until now. I remember, I think, Ruin said he saw them a couple times here and there. Now, obviously, I'm trying to get my troops as close as I can. Try and get underneath the line of sight for the demonstrators. A little bit of friendly fire there. He's getting good fire though on my flank. You've got one doing Shadowbow up there, I didn't notice. Jeez, you see Bilbo do it once and everyone decides to copy him. I mean, what is this one-man show going on all the time for? One man really is no threat. Really hard to notice, is it? He stands out, obviously because he's black on a green hill, but I didn't notice him during the battle. Doing alright. Holding the fort, but then, yeah, these snugger skirmishes come in and really start nailing me hard. 79 to 82. Things were looking up for me, I think, up until this point. And some really good fire there from the snugger skirmishes. That must be from the crossbows, maybe, I don't know. There's a slight elevation here, which is really bad for our forces. So 81 to 83. But here their Marks and Launching the Warriors trying to hold the enemy over here just to stop us from being outflanked. We probably will times 2 speed it. Here their Marks and you're out of ammunition. Probably need to be sent into the fight or just get out of the line of sight. Yeah, they was trying to do the slamming us, aren't they? We're wearing them down surprisingly. We actually managed to weather the storm a bit. There's the heavy goblin crossbows. Okay, my general's dead, my army is finished. One last soldier left. Some managed to get a good volley off there into the upcoming forces. It is 87 to 86. Does he have ammunition? Yep. Okay. Some still have their crossbows out. Yeah. I don't know if there's a right way to do it or not. As you can see, Snugger Skirmishers are getting fire into Sun's troops here as well. I watch him a friendly fire here. Almost took out an Nazgul. I think we got Corsair crossbows, Corsair blackguards, my bad, up top. They're firing in. This is going to be a bit of a grindy fight, I think. Corsair blackguards trying to nail reinforcements. Alright, we've got Ironwatch here still pelting Sun's forces up top. Ruin still has a unit of Haven Guard as well. Can these guys actually hit anything where they are? Sun's turn to get some javelin fire. There's a lot of javelins coming in, not getting too many kills, isn't it? Random javelins here targeting Sun's forces on the hill. The attackers are melting away his forces on the hill there. This is what I was kind of afraid of. This is why I didn't want to stay up here. It's good to see the evidence did pan out with my fear. This is probably why this area is not the best place to make a last stand, you know? And the other hill is probably the way to go. It's harder for the enemy to get an angle on you, to shoot you with their own skirmishes. With the exception of the Iron Watching Mirror Man. I mean, those units can target you if they're here or over there, pretty much. The javelins, they're out. Got 4,000 frames left. It is 95 to 90. Rhudaur Berserkers firing up top. (97 to 91). The attackers are pulling away with this. We don't have the troops left to win, probably. You can see Azog as well. Of course, offenses. Sun's trying to use his ammunition as best he can. White Fearmongers broke ranks to try and stop these guys from firing, and they succeeded. Okay, that was that was Sun's general, probably. Okay, I must have put the course defenses in guard mode. They're still firing. Heaven guys doing their best to get as many kills as they can. (98 to 93). It's a good fight back. Seeing all that silver armor of the Haven Guard did give me hope we had a slight, minute chance of pulling away with a victory. Even though I didn't think we were going to win, but still, seeing the Haven Guard did give me some confidence. They are an inspiring symbol. The Iron Watch is still trying to fire in, this is funny. Witcherman Slavers coming down from Pajo. Most of the unit there still intact. Okay. His general's gone. Here comes the Mithril Guard. And that's it. So, that was an unfortunate battle for all defenders involved. I got 2,542, Son of the Dunedain 3,487, nicely done there. Runic Warlord 1207. Pajo here 1030. Smity 787, Django 937, Modexa 545, and Titus 1164. Okay, my gold helm here 155, Elden Archers 162, Norrentino Warriors 142 and 264, Archers Rhudaur 210 and 228. Great Mordor only 87, that's disappointing, I used them poorly there. And same goes for Great Artherdain as well, those guys deserve more kills. Matter of Sentries 107 to 189, I could have done better there as well. Elden Spearmen here 141 to 278, I was happy with them. Maris Guardians here didn't do too well, 31 to 117. And Spears of Rhudaur 38 to 103, so I did have 2 units there after all instead of 1, as I thought originally. And that is that. So, thank you to all players involved, that was a great match. Well done to the attackers on their victory. If you want to see your own replay featured here, once again guys, you can send them to my email at ScoutsOfEntertainment@gmail.com. You can post them to me directly on Discord via my Discord ID. You can join my Discord server Scouts Reconnaissance, where you can post your Total War replays into the Battle Replay sub-channel, you'll find that on the Discord. Or you can tag me in your Total War replay you post on the 3 Days Reforged Discord as well. This is Micka, on behalf of ScoutsOfEntertainment signing off. Goodbye my fellow Scouts, catch you in the next Total War battle.